Yes, good evening, people. It's your boy Shabin. Today, let's talk about government banning the selling of commodities at Kasarani in a way of maybe hawking some items like even foodstuffs and etc. So some of the reasons are these: you can get some of our leaders here in Kenya. I can't mention some names, but let me just include the executive. On the executive side, you might find on the executive side, he must have some several trips at least to maybe conduct the relation in between Kenya and other foreign countries. But the mistake that are being made with these leaders is that when they go outside there, they do really give out counterfeit praises concerning Kenya, and they do praise themselves by just thumping their chest, that that they are really working unto this nation. So as they go outside there, they always tell the foreigners that in Kenya there are a lot of job opportunities. There are no idling youths, and when the Chan championship was brought in Kenya, of which you can just witness, and you've seen for the past few weeks that Kenyans try to Kenyans number of a lot of people flooded the ground for the first week just to go cheer up their fellow Kenyans as they really play the match at Kasarani Sports Ground. So you can see even others, they saw it as a way of getting their daily bread, but to their unfortunate way, to their disappointment, the government came earlier to ban the selling of commodities. So what are the reasons why government came up with such an idea of banning the selling of items like whistles, like cantameters, tarumbeta, and etc. So like the vuvuzela people. So these are the some of the reasons. So when Kenyans they march out to that place, flooding the place, carrying a lot of items in a way of conducting a hustling business just to get a shilling at least at the end of the day, can even be able to quench his or her thirst. Even the family or his or her family can get something at least to drop onto their empty stomach. So the government really quicked itself to ban such kind of businesses that will be conducted at Kasarani Sports Ground, in because that they were really avoiding shame. So they did not want they did not want to be embarrassed in a way that as they as I've mentioned as I've mentioned earlier, that these people went and gave out fake praises outside there. So the aim of them banning the selling of commodities at Kasarani is the shame. They were just trying to do away with the shame from the foreign leaders or from the foreign visitors, and to these ongoing sports at Kasarani. I don't have much to say, but when you just decide to go and do your personal research, you'll come to an end of conclusion that here in Kenya we only suffer here, and we only hear our troubles, but no one is seeing any strive that or effort that people are really trying to deploy, at least to be able to just truncate some burden unto their life. But the burden is not even being eased by the government, as these people are really heavily paying the tax, and the taxes are used in a manner that is not appreciateful people. So some of the reasons are the ones that I've told you. The government was trying to avoid shame. The second thing, uh, the government tried to encourage hygiene onto the area, because a very congested area, there must be poor hygiene onto the area, like throwing of litters aimlessly everywhere, so that's the one of the things that the government saw it. They came up with the claim that Kenyans are always vulgar in a way that they love chaos. So they really came up and to their realization that what they have been witnessing previously from the sports that have been ongoing into Kenyan history. So wherever Kenya has not scored, the Kenyan citizens will tend to just cause chaos and maybe cause violence in a way of bringing a fatal conflict in between them and the foreigners or the visitors. So the government, for their decision to decide this, they saw that this gonna embarrass them, and this gonna rub away the great name that Kenya had previously, even during the colonial periods. So the government stood up and only allowed Kenyans to go at Kasarani sports ground if they feel like they want to at least to sell something. They allowed them to sell the flags. But have you asked yourself why the government just gave out the permission of people selling out flags, but excluding anything apart from flag there at Kasarani? So these people were trying to show the visitors that Kenyans are very patriotic unto their nation, of which is a big lie. Big lie. Okay, you can meet your end mate through the flag, but not people who are just skilled with hawking business or anything else. Like, even there's some people who don't believe in such kind of a business that has just that are just come up due to a certain activity or event that is being conducted in the country. No, so you might find somebody is being used with what he has been selling or she has been selling over the years. So when you tell somebody to go pick the flags and come and sell at Kasarani, how many business or how many hawking business people will be around with those flags? Like, it will be a greater competition, of which it will not allow the hawkers or somebody doing such a business to in a hawking way to have a conducive environment where it lacks competition. But here comes that when you are many, even the price of the banderas or the flags will definitely go down, of which it has not even added something unto one's day or one's life for that day. So the reason why government encouraged or the selling of flags, it is that they want to opaque the visitors that Kenya here, people are patriotic. They only saw that we can only support our nation through these flags, and they are patriotic unto the flag or patriotic unto their nation. Okay, people, those are some of the truth why the government banned the selling of commodities at Kasarani. Goodbye and good night.